Please join me in giving a very warm welcome to Anna Santillan. Thank you.
2, 1,
go! Good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining the session today. My name is Anna, and I run the team covering financial institutions in Fireblocks for EMEA customers. For those of you who don't know Fireblocks, we are the leading wallet and treasury management platform for companies globally. We work with a lot of financial institutions and corporates that are working on a B2B basis with cryptocurrencies and digital assets. We have been working and servicing financial institutions across use cases for a couple of cycles. When we look at the timeline, and a few years back, we were servicing the pioneers in the space. And a lot of the use cases were about secure custody of cryptocurrencies, compliant anti-money laundering, and connecting to liquidity and trading venues. Then recently we had a wave of projects around tokenization. We started with fiat tokenization, and then as you see in the last few quarters, there's been an explosion of ideas and use cases around tokenization of financial assets, of real-world assets, and even non-financial assets. In order to service all of these financial institutions in different jurisdictions subject to different regulatory frameworks, we had to adapt quite a lot in the last year. And so earlier this year, just before the summer, we announced an expansion in our key management options, expanding from the multi-party computation that was at the core of our initial offer into signing capabilities with HSM. We are also exploring and opening new regional environments, so expanding from the US into Switzerland, the European Union, and now also starting in Asia with the first deployment in Hong Kong that we're working on at the moment. We also realized that we had to innovate on the wallet infrastructure in order to service the new business models that are emerging. And so many of our customers are working with traditional wallet infrastructure, where you have our customer, the financial institution, as the custodian. But in many of the use cases that are coming up, our customers actually need to have the end user holding the private key to the wallet. And so 2 months ago, we launched our new non-custodial wallet as a service offering. And I've been talking about a lot of things, but not yet tokenization. We've talked about key management, data location and compliance, ecosystem of venues, and wallet infrastructure. And what I'm here to tell you today is that we keep building to ensure that we can support any tokenization projects. At the moment, there is a lot of very complex tokenization projects. There are some very simple ones. Some need a lot of tailoring, and some others need to use existing libraries. And I want to take you today through 3 examples of the kinds of customers and kind of projects that we are successfully taking to the market. So the first one of these examples is what we are going to call today native blockchain companies. These are the teams that have existing capabilities to develop smart contracts or the ability to use existing open libraries. I've tried to represent on the slide at a very high level the pillars that you need to bring an organization project into fruition. And so you start with the smart contract, development, audit, and then advisory service, which I mean the consulting, but also the integration work into the existing core systems. So for these native blockchain platforms, they don't need our advice or help on either the smart contract or advisory services, but they will be leveraging Fireblocks for secure key management, for the wallet infrastructure, for the compliance and security integrations, developer tools, anti-money laundering, travel rule, and soon on-chain ID. as well as the whole governance around the smart contracts, both issuance and lifecycle management. And the example that I would like to talk about in this profile of use cases is Block Tower. Block Tower have launched a structured credit strategy in which they have created, financed, and repaid a debt obligation on-chain. They have replaced a traditional calculation agent by smart contracts by centrifuge, and they have replaced your traditional escrow agent by smart contracts by maker. This strategy has proven that indeed you can, at scale, reduce operational risk and counterparty risk, and they have raised $150 million to date. The second profile of customer that I would like to talk about is probably the lion's share of what we're seeing in the market at the moment, and these are the financial institutions that are testing the rails with their first tokenization projects. And for this, they want to have expert advice. They need to have firms that have consulting teams that can bring all of the departments and understand the complexities of the first tokenization projects. They also have bespoke smart contract libraries that adapt very well to the needs of bonds, loans, equities, and adapt also very well to the requirements on each one of the jurisdictions. And so what Fireblocks wants to propose for this is a concept of a marketplace where financial institutions can participate on different pilots and leverage the expertise of the firm that is more appropriate for their needs. And an example that I would like to point here today, we have ABN AMRO presenting as well in Barcelona. They have leveraged our infrastructure for the platform services, the key management, the wallet infrastructure, the governance, and they have issued 2 corporate bonds pioneering the space. The first one in September on a Stellar network, leveraging Bitbond's team, and the second one in September that was on public Polygon, leveraging Polygon's Tokenized technology, and issuing the first green corporate bond in Europe. But we wanted to do more, and earlier this month, we announced the acquisition of Blockfold. Blockfold is an Australian company that has a lot of expertise on bespoke tokenization projects. And this leads me to the third example of tokenization projects that we see in the market. And here we're talking about the most innovative, the most advanced projects that do not adapt very well to the existing libraries of smart contracts and require bespoke work. And so as you see here, with the same template of a slide, the yellow box here encompasses all of the value chain where Fireblocks can accompany our customers, from the smart contract developments to the integrations to all of the other platform services that we have discussed. And the example that I would like to mention is the work that we did with BIS, Project Mariana, where we worked together with the Central Bank of France, the Central Bank of Singapore, and the SMB in Switzerland. We created and minted a hypothetical digital euro, a hypothetical digital Swiss franc, and Singapore dollar. We traded and settled these hypothetical CBDCs using DeFi technology and successfully tested the concept of automated market making. The team built all of the contracts and all of the platform front to back for this project and collaborated successfully with FX traders and policymakers in the project. We've also collaborated on the issuance on the first government bond on-chain earlier this year, as well as some other projects on tokenized fiat, real-world assets that are quite advanced and bespoke. And so the call to action here and the message that I would like to leave you with is that Fireblocks has both the platform and the expertise to help you bring your tokenization project into production. We are very happy to talk to you and hear where can be helpful. You can reach out to me directly on LinkedIn. I'm also available at anna@fireblocks.com. You can reach out to us through our portal, and then we are available at the booth. Come and talk to us. We'll be very happy. Thanks a lot for your time.